Yeah, there you go. Thanks.
Better. Thank you, Mr. Chairman, Mr. Cummings, members of the committee, for the opportunity to discuss our production of documents in this highly unusual case with intense public interest. I am Special Agent Jason Herring, the Acting Assistant Director for the FBI's Office of Congressional Affairs. In early July, Director Comey appeared before this committee and answered questions for almost 5 hours to explain the FBI's investigation and conclusions regarding the email matter. At that hearing, and at every opportunity since then, Director Comey has promised that the FBI would be as transparent and forthcoming in this investigation as we could responsibly be. To that end, on August the 16th, the FBI provided to our Congressional Oversight committees a number of investigative documents to the investigation. It included an investigative summary of the factual information uncovered during the course of our investigation, the relevant FBI interview reports, sometimes known as 302s, and the emails that were determined to contain classified information. We produced these documents to satisfy the committee's immediate oversight interest in the FBI's conduct in this investigation. This was an unprecedented production and one made with extraordinary speed. We did this because we believe it's important for our oversight committees to understand how the FBI reached our conclusion in light of intense public interest in this case. I am not here today to discuss the merits of the investigation, but rather to discuss and answer process-related questions with the production of our investigative case materials to this committee and our other oversight committees. From my conversations with committee staff late last week, I believe I have an understanding of some of the committee's questions and would like to address those issues head-on and up front as best I can. In order to do that, I do need to be in a closed classified setting. I'll reserve the remainder of my opening remarks for when we go to the closed classified setting. Thank you. Thank you.
Ms. Walsh.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I have a brief opening statement on behalf of my intelligence community colleagues in the interest of brevity. Mr. Chairman, Ranking Member Cummings, and members of the committee, my name is Deirdre Walsh, and I serve as Director of Legislative Affairs for the Director of National Intelligence, James Clapper. I'm here in response to the committee's request to answer questions about the recent document production by the FBI to Congress related to former Secretary of State Clinton's email. While I understand the Intelligence Community Inspector General, or ICIG as we refer to him, may have interacted with the interagency with regard to these documents, by statute, the ICIG maintains his own interactions with the Congress separate from my office. Accordingly, I cannot speak on behalf of the ICIG. With regard to the documents produced by the FBI and the subject of this hearing, ODNI was not involved with this document production. I will, however, do my best to answer any of the questions that you may have. Additionally, I'm joined by my colleagues from the Central Intelligence Agency, the National Geospatial Intelligence Agency, and the National Security Agency in response to the committee's request. Given the classification of the underlying material, we look forward to discussing sensitive matters in the closed portion of the hearing. Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. It's my understanding, Mr. Higgins, Mr. Samuel, and Mr. Soul, that Ms. Walsh's statements reflect the IC. Okay. We'll now recognize myself for the first set of questions. Mr. Herring, what information do you believe that Congress does not have the right to see?
So we believe it's important for oversight committees to understand how the FBI reached our conclusion.
No, wait. I'm asking you a philosophical question here. What does Congress not have the right to see?
So I don't know if I can answer that in a way that, I think there's more to it than a simple answer. I think that each case is sort of specific to its own set of facts. I think Director Comey tried to be as transparent as he could with this committee.
Do you think he could be
other committees as he responsibly can be? So I think when he spoke and he answered questions.
Wait. What is it that I, as a member of Congress, or any member on this Congress, either side of the aisle, what is it that you believe we don't have the right to see? See, this is the way our government works. We get to do oversight. That's why since 1814 this committee has been doing that. There's executive privilege. Let me help you. There's executive privilege. Has the President invoked executive privilege in this case?
No.
The answer is no. Good. That's right. The answer is no. Is there any other situation
classification that deals in the executive order. Not all the information that we have in our files belongs to us. We defer to other agencies when it comes to access to their classified information.
But you are the ones that put redactions on personal identifiable information, correct?
We did on the personal identifiable information, that's correct.
Where in the Constitution does it say that I can't see that?
Does it address it specifically in the Constitution?
So can you cite any legal case, any precedent that says that Congress can't look at personal identifiable information?
I cannot cite any legal case.
Are you aware that Congress is exempt from the Privacy Act?
I am.
Does the FBI treat congressional document requests as FOIA requests?
No.
Will the FBI provide Congress all of the 302s?
All of the 302s, we have one set that you've been provided already. The rest of them are coming through the FOIA process.
Wait.
Yep.
We're not, FOIA process. You mean I got to fill out a FOIA request?
You can. Not necessary.
When, here's the problem. You handpicked the 302s to give to us. My understanding of discussion with staff, and I appreciate your accessibility with the staff. You've been good, and you're new, and for your first time hearing, this is a tough one, but the reality is you should give us all the 302s.
So let me say this. I think the director made principled decisions about what to say to Congress when he was here and also what to provide to Congress. As far as the
Wait, where do I
redactions of
find that?
personally identifiable
Do we just let everybody in government decide that they're based on their own individual principles? That's what see, it's trust but verify is how it works. You don't get to decide what I get to see. I get to see it all. I was elected by some 800,000 people to come to Congress and see classified information. I was elected by my colleagues here to be the chairman of this committee. That's the way our Constitution works. Will the FBI provide to Congress the full file with no redactions of personal identifiable information?
I cannot make that commitment sitting here today.
Then I'm going to issue a subpoena, and I'm going to do it right now. So let's go. I've signed this subpoena. We want all the 302s, and we would like the full file. You can accept service on behalf of the FBI?
Certainly.
You are hereby served. We have a duty and a responsibility. You can cite no precedent, nothing in the Constitution, no legal precedent. You know this is important to us. You now have your subpoena. We would all like to see this information. I've gone past my time, or coming up on going past my time. I'll now recognize the ranking member.